Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. By now, everybody has caught wind of the fact that XRP has been rallying tremendously over the last couple days. And what we've seen over this time period, actually, is, as it pertains to XRP specifically, the strongest buy volume in all of 2024 for XRP perpetual contracts. And not just that, in fact, XRP volume, if you're looking at the screen right here, I'll point to it. Here's the 24-hour volume for XRP. That is roughly double what it normally is. My friends, XRP is alive and well. And you know that, I know that, you're paying attention, I'm paying attention, but not enough people are. Now, they gonna find out, as they say, as the youth say. But a lot of people are not gonna be paying attention to this thing until you have that first true crazy breakout candle, which we haven't had this cycle yet. It's been fun, don't get me wrong, it's been fun the last 48 hours or so watching XRP pump, even though the toxic Bitcoin maximalists, it makes them cry a little bit. Happy to see this, but you just wait here, because this is going to surprise a lot of people. But for those of us who have been paying attention, it's not surprising at all. This does not happen, this type of activity. This is not what occurs with a dead coin. Now, of course, it's silly to think that XRP could be dead when for over a decade, up to this very moment, XRP has been in the top 10 coins by market cap, literally its entire existence. And that's only true for 3 coins that have always been in the top 10 by market cap their entire lives. It's Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP. That is it. And so, strangely, that's not enough to convince people XRP is here to stay. But that's why I say, okay, that's that very obvious indicator, not enough for you. Well, then what the hell do you think has been happening the last few months? Is that also not enough for you? XRP outperforming the market? Whales jumping in. I'm going to show you. XRP whales, whew, have been buying up like crazy right before this pump. Go figure, as people capitulate and they get very scare in the feels. What happens? The splishy splashy whales get aquatic AF and they buy your XRP on the cheap. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so I thought I'd start off by sharing this post from the blockchain backer. He shared it in the morning, and he said, oh, by the way, it's the crypto total market cap, excluding the top 10 coins by market cap, so XRP is not in here. Although XRP is running today, obviously. Anyway, he says, in my opinion, outside of this market pulling off something like a C19 crash, if the bottom is in, this range structure would be the most difficult for market participants. Ignore timing. And so he's saying, in terms of what might occur formation-wise in the charts, it could look something like what he scribbled in blue here. He's just saying, forget the timeline. He's just trying to get a concept across. Because this, if you took it as is, that would show, this particular chart rocketing off at some point, in like the middle of next year. But see, that's why he says ignore the timing. So you could see a big jump up, and he's just warning, you could see us drop right back down, potentially about to where we are right now. But that's not necessarily the end of the world if that happens. And by the way, there's another reason to believe that what is most probable, just one more piece of the puzzle, what's most probable is a dramatic break for the entire crypto asset class, of which XRP is a part, because global liquidity is increasing. As I've noted, and I will continue to insist, the reason for these 4-year cycles is because of the fluctuations of global liquidity. It's not because of the Bitcoin halving. And what's happening right now? Well, right on time, we're seeing global liquidity increase. And so as liquidity increases, some of them monies, they end up in our asset class and into our beloved XRP. This should not be surprising. So take a look at this. This is a post from Anthony Pompliano, who is a Bitcoin maximalist, but he's making a good point here, so I'm sharing it. And this is a global liquidity index on your screen. And he says, here we go. Global liquidity is expanding again. Stocks, real estate, commodities, and Bitcoin are ready for the ultimate tailwind. I've been highlighting for months that there are tons of analysts that were predicting just this, and they cited multiple reasons, and here we are. Now we're living through it in real life. It is happening. Don't you think that probably, based on historic precedent, a bunch of this does end up into crypto, including XRP, pumping our bags to the point where we have life-changing wealth? I'm going to guess yes. Here's chart analyst Mikey Bull Crypto. He also is aware of this. Here's the global money supply. That's what the chart is titled. And he wrote, global M2 supply is rising again, and you know what that means for Bitcoin. Bitcoin correlation with global M2 is more than 80% above any other asset classes. Parabolic rally is loading. Now, of course, I understand he's talking about Bitcoin here, but it impacts the entire asset class. So even if you don't hold Bitcoin, and say you only hold XRP, I don't care. This should be exciting to you. This is good. You want this. This is what results in money flowing in. It is happening. It's not a question at this point of, is it going to happen? It is. It has been. And there's all sorts of historic precedent that should have caused us to think, yeah, that's probably going to occur again. It is. There's also this post from chart analyst Mikey Bull Crypto from yesterday, and I shared this in a previous video, but he wrote, XRP might hit $10 to $20 this cycle. The amount of bearish sentiment around this asset makes it possible to pull such returns. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of bullish sentiment, and you can see it. So it makes it feel like it's an overwhelming, like majority position that XRP is just garbage and trash when you hop on social media. But that's just because people that have that type of sentiment, and a lot of them are small brain people, they're noisy. Those are noisy people. Like the most stupid people are frequently the loudest. That's just how it is in life, no matter what the topic is. And then there's haters out there, even if they're not stupid, they're going to say crap like that. But then there's the rest of the world that doesn't buy into that crap. That's most people, right? Who aren't like that, of that mindset. And so if you're talking specifically about those in the world of crypto, it's very clear by the fact, it's evidenced by the fact XRP, like I keep saying, it's in the top 10 coins by market cap. The typical crypto investor has invested enough in XRP to prove that they don't agree with that. So I don't care what the small brain loud people say. XRP is where it is in market cap and has been for over a decade because the global, on a global scale, XRP investors say, no, it makes sense. So then you can pick apart and have fun conversations about why. That's fun. I actually do like that. But either way, it's here and it's fact. So then that was reposted. Mikey Bull Crypto reposted his own post and said the XRP breakout of the 4-year triangle will be explosive, to be honest. Study the triangle price pattern and get back to me. Oh, you're getting cocky, Mikey Bull Crypto. But he's right. Of course it's... What do you think's going to happen? We're in a freaking bull market. Of course he's right. Almost certainly. There's this post from chart analyst Dark Defender, XRPUSD chart on your screen here. He noted, breakout is imminent, and he wrote the following. XRP alert. And this is just in the morning. He said, get ready for liftoff because of the 2018 resistance line. It's about to be history. The countdown is on for XRP's 7-year saga, and the stars align for a monumental breakthrough. Are you ready for what's next? Oh, I'm ready. I've been ready for 7 years, son. And he posted this before the most exciting movements of Sunday. And it's fine. He's right regardless. So, like, even if we didn't get the movements today, which have been fun to watch, I've been staring at my screen a whole lot. I'm sure a lot of you as well. That's fine. Have fun with it. But either way, it's very clear that what is most probable, practically certain at this point, so long as we're in an alt season anyway, move to the upside. Then there's this from chart analyst Ali Martinez. XRP whales have bought over 470 million XRP in the past 10 days. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Most of that before the price started moving up, the most recent couple legs up. That's when most of this price action has been occurring. Tale as old as time, as I always say. People get tired, even if they're not scared. They just capitulate, like, it's not doing anything, I'm going to sell. Or maybe they are fearful, like, then they sell for that reason. Either way, the splishy splashy whales getting aquatic AF. They're there to scoop up those fear-ridden tokens, and they'll just wait. They're not going to sell at a loss. That's not how whales typically behave. So you're seeing this at a time when volume is also up substantially. More on that in a second, though. Here's this post from chart analyst Crypto Michael. He says, whales are done accumulating XRP. It's go time. He says, we are at that moment. And he also shared this post from this morning. XRP 7-year pennant breaking out. All dips will be bought up instantly. You're about to witness vertical accumulation. I can't disagree. I don't pretend to know exactly when you're going to see that first major jump where XRP will go up like 30, 40 cents in a day or two. There's a historic precedent for that. We've seen stuff like that during bull markets. I'll not be surprised to see that again, maybe even more. But I keep seeing this from every analyst under the sun who has not shown a multi-year history of bias against XRP. This is what I find. It's super rare and very hard to find an opinion from somebody who's unbiased that doesn't agree with this. It is very difficult. when there are this many analysts that agree, usually what those analysts think is probable does end up becoming reality. That's been my experience with the analysts that I choose to follow, because I believe that they have a better hit rate than the typical crap chart analyst out there. Here's a post from chart analyst X-Force Global. I'm not familiar with this account, but just to kind of bring home the point, like, this is the type of stuff I keep finding here. He wrote, XRP just broke the multi-year BD trend line. If we get a few more weeks of staying above and even retesting it, say hello to $7 to $10, no questions asked. Again, you guys decide what you think makes sense. I also will not be surprised if that's where we end up. There's this from chart analyst Crypto Insight UK, and he said, XRP open interest still high, funding is still green. Again, these aren't the best signs. However, huge spot buying supporting each breakout candle. This is lovely to see. Potentially get squeezy soon. At what price do haters start buying? Serious question. That is a good question. I'll say this. I think $1 is going to get their attention. I mean, some people start noticing before then, they'll FOMO in, because that's just how humans choose to behave. I don't know if that makes me not. Maybe I'm just not human. I don't know. I thought I was this whole time. Maybe I'm just not, because I don't act like a goddamn idiot when it comes to investing. I just buy stuff and then choose to not feel emotions about it. But anyway, seriously though, it's a good question. At what point do the haters start buying? Sooner than, in fact, actually, you know what? There are some, I wouldn't say that it's on a massive scale, but some that hate XRP. They're like, ugh, I never thought I'd do this, but I started buying XRP because the chart makes sense. And at least those analysts, even if they irrationally hate XRP, some of them are intellectually honest enough to be like, well, I do hate this coin, but it's going below. Like, I do see some of that too. Here's a post from Dom, chart analyst, and he says, XRP. Over the last 2 days, we have seen the strongest buy volume on XRP perps in all of 2024. $170 million of XRP has been market bought over the last 2 days. For anyone wondering, this is CVD, cumulative volume data. So he's referencing the chart for those of you looking on the screen. And I'm mentioning it also for those who aren't. And then he says, it tracks the net aggressive buying or selling volume. It's the best indicator of a strong move. Now, I'm not a chart guy. I'm not going to pretend to be one, so I wasn't familiar with this particular one. This is not a type of chart that I see frequently brought up, but I'm going to hazard a guess that after the downtrend broke to the upside here, I'm guessing that's why he's choosing to share it at this particular juncture in time. We're at the end of September, and whoop, move to the upside. You'll love to see it. Here's a post also from Dom. He said, XRP is currently trading outside of its 7-year triangle formation. Weekly close in 8 hours will confirm a breakout. The levels we are attempting to clear right now are extremely significant. Okay, so I've seen that posts like that from tons of analysts. And see, the thing is, we're kind of splitting hairs here, but we're at this level where some would say it technically XRP, even after the weekly close, has broken out, but some might argue that it's like a hair below that. We'll see what happens. Either way, like, we're right at that point where resistance is. So is it going to burst to the upside and maybe even back test to confirm it as support? That could happen. Or will we reject here and we go to the downside? Well, even if that happens, I'll not be scared. It's going to break strong at some point before it gets to the apex. It's a virtual certainty. I know that, even though I'm not a chart guy. It's going to break with force. Since we're in a bull market, I'm going to guess that when it does break with force, true, ridiculous force, greater than what we've seen even over the last couple days, I'm betting it's going to be to the upside. We're in a bull market. Yeah. You guys tell me what you think, but I think that makes sense. And then there was also this post from chart analyst Dr. Magic, and he's kind of noting the importance of the weekly and daily closes here. So, and at the time he posted this was in the morning, so XRP was just a hair over 66 cents. But, from what he's drawn here, like, I would think that he would consider us to have closed above that. There was also this post from chart analyst Matthew Hyland. And he says, if Bitcoin closes the weekly above $65,000, we will have established a higher high and higher low for the first time in 6+ months and established a trend change. Dips going forward would be opportunity, and bias must shift to bullish. Anything a pullback 52,600 is just a higher low. I think he meant anything right around there. So we did close above that. Take it for what it's worth. So even if you don't care about Bitcoin, it leads the market. If Bitcoin's doing well, XRP's probably going to follow, wouldn't you guess? This is such a cool time to be an XRP holder. I freaking love this stuff. I'm having too much fun here. And I know it's only going to get better, I think, because the most fun, obviously, is on those days where you're truly like, it really rocks to the upside, and that's when you get to have the "see, I told you so" moment, which I think is a virtual certainty at this point. It's coming. XRP continues to be the best performing coin out of the top 10 coins by market cap again, which has not been true for most of the last 7 years. Yet here we are. Surprise, surprise. I'm not surprised. It's a good time to be an XRP holder. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.